Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video from Evolve EdTech. My name is Tristan, and thank you so much for joining us in our Jamboard template series, where I'm going to go through and show you the Jamboard templates that I have created that are available for free from the Evolve EdTech website. If we haven't met before, thank you so much for coming along. My name is Tristan. I am the creator of Evolve EdTech. In the past, if you've heard of us, we used to be known as the EdTech teacher. We have evolved and we have rebranded and refreshed, and we are on our brand new journey to pay it forward and share our love of EdTech with you, and hope that you can start implementing and experimenting with technology in your classroom to help develop that technological capacity in our students. So thank you so much for joining us today. Now, before we get into having a look at today's Jamboard template, which is our 8-note summary, I would love it if you have not done so yet, and I'm going to do this in every video because I would love people to come and join our community. I would love it if you would come and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By coming and subscribing to our YouTube channel, it's going to give me a little bit more confidence to continue creating these amazing videos. These are putting together these resources for you so that you can develop your skills, your capacity, your ability to implement EdTech in your classroom. And I do have a cool graphic which is meant to pop up, and it's not popping up, and I'm not sure why it's not popping up, but it's frustrating me. But anyway, so please subscribe to us, Evolve EdTech on YouTube. All right, so let's head to the Evolve EdTech website. I'll show you where to access our Jamboard templates if you are new to these videos and this video series, and then we'll go have a look at today's template, which is the 8-note summary. So when you head to our website, just head up the top here to our Evolve Resources tab, and then scroll down to the Jamboard tab, click on the Jamboard tab. We're going to head to e-collection number 1. There's nothing in e-collection number 2 at the moment of this video being filmed, but as soon as we get some more templates created, they'll go into those e-collections. I'm going to have a few e-collections just to keep the templates in a manner that's easy to go and access and find. I figure if I make something too big, it might become too overwhelming. So I think I'm going to have small collections of 20 at a time, just so that they're easier to go and find what you like. All right. So head to your to the website and our e-collection number 1. All right. Oh, there's my subscribe button come up now. Thank you very much. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, like I said earlier when my graphic didn't come up. So I'll take that graphic away now because we don't need it. All right, so when you head over to our website, you will see that our 20 Jamboard templates are here. They're in alphabetical order. It is an accordion style here. So obviously when you open one of these sections, you'll be able to view just that particular template. So when you go and open another one, the other one will close, just like an accordion, all right, just so that it's a bit easier and less overwhelming. So today we're looking at our 8-note summary. So summarizing is a really great skill that everybody should know how to do, and it's something that actually does take a lot of time to learn, but this is one way for us to start summarizing with a very explicit, very specific number of points. So we're not just going, here's a piece of text, go and summarize it. We're asking for 8 specific dot point summaries, or 8 specific summary notes based on whatever we're doing, whether it's a text we've read, whether it's a topic, a module, whether these are examples, okay, whether these are questions, maybe questions that we could ask in our study, all right? We're just looking for 8 summaries here, okay? And it's to help our students develop that capacity to be very succinct, be very clear, and to keep their ideas really tight, okay? So when you head to the website and you head to the Jamboard collection, you will see that they're available in 4 colors, blue, green, red and yellow, which are the Evolve EdTech colors, which my friend Kerry did help me choose. Thank you, Kerry, for that. She's been a big part of this journey, and I appreciate and love her being there. She's my work mum, one of my work mums. So thank you very much, Kerry. So you'll see the templates are available in 4 colors. You'll also see that there's a very quick overview of what the template is, all right, just in case you're unsure, and then you'll be able to click on the links to access those templates. Just like I've mentioned in other videos, 4 templates, 4 colors, 20 templates meant that there were a lot of links that needed to be created and added to the website. So that meant that something had to go wrong. And the one thing that I forgot to do was to change the link to force a copy when you went to that link. So when you go to these links, it's going to open it up. It's going to be accessible, but you're going to need to make a copy so that you can access this template, okay? So just remember that you need to make a copy so that you can access and use this template. It'll go to your workspace, go into your drive so that you can use it, and you can use it forever on from then, but just be aware of that when you get started. So let's go and we might have a look at the green template today. So I'm going to go and click on the tab here to go to the green template, and it's going to head to the template for me. And we just wait. Let's pretend we got some elevator music. And you'll be able to see the template when it comes up. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to need to make ourselves a copy so that we can use this template. To do that, we're going to head up here to the top right-hand corner. You can see the share button here. Next to the share button, we've got 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots, and then we're going to scroll down and we're going to make ourselves a copy. Okay, as I said, it's going to go into your workspace, into your drive, all right, so that you can use this template again and again and again. All right, so now there is our template that we can now edit and manipulate, and we can change, we can add, all right. Just remember that the background is obviously an image, so we can't move that. We can't do a lot with that, but I have shown you in a couple of other videos how you might be able to just put some other elements on, change colors, manipulate it up if you like, so that you can use this template in a way that works for you. But I did create this template to look like there were sticky notes so that we had that kind of element of summary points there. So that's what this particular template is revolving around. So what I would probably do here is, again, this could be a collaborative 8-point summary. Maybe we've got groups or teams of 8 and each person is providing one idea to a topic or a chapter or a concept or a module or unit that we're studying. All right, it could be at the end. This could be progressive as we're moving through a topic. A couple of ways that we could approach this. We can go down here and we could add our text box, okay, and we could write our summary in our text box, okay. Just remember that the editing features in Jamboard are quite limited for a reason, all right. It's to make it a little bit more simplistic and less overwhelming. We do have the basics though. We do have our justification, our alignment, okay, left, right, and center. We can choose from a couple of basic colors, all right. And we can change the size a little bit. So obviously, we probably don't want display because it'll be way too big and we won't be able to get anything into our very concise space that we have to work with. So you might just want to stick with like normal. All right. Then you might get your students to type up their ideas. You might type it up as the teacher, as they're sharing ideas with you to consolidate your understanding and ideas into the one nice template. If you would prefer not to use the text box, you can use the sticky note function here, which is, I love the sticky note function here. So we could go and we could just put a sticky note in a sticky note if we wanted to. So we could say this is, and oh, there it is. This is our example idea. Okay, we can choose our color. Let's go pink. All right, and we could pop that into our jam. All right, and then we could move that particular sticky note into our relevant sticky note location just like that. So there's a whole range of ways that you could use this. Maybe we've got images. Maybe we've got images that show our progression through a story, through an experiment, through some maths working out, okay? So many different ways that we could use this. We could put an image in here, all right? We could definitely put an image. We could insert an image, all right, by adding an image here. I don't think I have any images available, but let's go to, no, we'll go to Google Images. Let's go to Images and search for an image. Let's look for a house. Okay, let's look for a house. Maybe we're talking about a setting. I'm an English teacher. Maybe we're talking about a setting from a text. So let's say we've got this very suburban, very American looking house. I'm in Australia, so it's really sometimes strange to see the size of houses in America compared to Australia here. So we might insert our house into our jam. Okay, you might decide to make that a little bit smaller because it's very big so that we know what we're, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't want to rotate. I just wanted to drag it over here. So we might put our setting here. Okay, our image, our picture, and then we might put in our text box or a post-it note so that we can then talk about that. So we might have something related to our text, our topic, and then our little summary. So it could be characters, it could be particular elements, it could be animals, it could be maths, equations, or anything. It's so limitless, which is great. There's so many endless possibilities of what you could do with this 8-note summary template. So that's what you could do with this one. So we're trying to get ideas down nice and concisely so that the students aren't overwhelmed. We're trying to keep it really clear, really succinct, so that we have something that might be really useful when it comes to studying for an exam, an assignment, okay, something that we can refer back to in class, all right? So it could be techniques, we could have examples, we could have evidence, all right? If we're doing history, if we're doing geography, it could be specific geographical, what are we going to have? Skills, okay? So there's so many things that you could do with this one. It doesn't just have to be a summary. It could be a summary of ideas, but it could also be a summary that we could use to help us with our studying later on. So this could be used together as a class, but you could also get the students to do this individually, all right? We could do it collaboratively. So maybe we say, Johnny's doing chapter 1, Sylvia's doing chapter 2, Kate's doing chapter 3 of the textbook, etc. All right, and to do that, we could do it in one jam. Just remember with Jamboard, you are limited to 20 frames. That's this area here, all right, this part of the screen that you can see. So we are limited to 20 of those, but that's okay because if you do need more, just create another jam and continue it on there. So if you want to add more jams here, we just head up the top here. We click on this here. If you click the little plus button here, it's going to add a blank jam, all right? So it will add a blank page, which is okay if you'd like to do that because you want to use it for something else. That's the great thing about Jamboard is you can add those extra jams, those extra frames, and use them for different things at different times. They're really easy to delete by clicking on your 3 buttons as well. Okay, clicking on your 3 buttons, and you can just easily delete those. So really simple. If you want to duplicate a template like we have here, we're going to go back to our 3 buttons, and you probably would have seen it when I deleted the previous frame. And you will see that we have the duplicate button there. So you can duplicate that particular frame. Just remember, it's going to duplicate everything that's in it. So if you want to make the frames first so that you have them all blank, please do that before you get the students to go in there or before you get to go in there, because otherwise you're going to go and have to delete them. So if I made 20 of these now, I would have to go into my frames and manually, and I'm on the wrong screen, that's why it's not clicking off there, manually delete this image of the house. So just be aware of that. So if you want to duplicate, just make sure you duplicate the blank template before you add anything, because if you duplicate with information in there, you're going to have that information in every duplicated frame that you create. So that's the 8-note summary. I think there's so many things you could do with this one. And before I forget, and I'll probably forget this one time, you can do a couple of other things, which is fantastic. If you head up to the 3 dots, the magical 3 dots is what I'm going to keep calling them and referring to them to, you can download them as a PDF. So you'll have all the frames that you have created as a PDF, which is fantastic if you want to give those to students. And you can download your frames as images, all right? So if you want to pop those into some slides, you want to pop them into your site, your Google site, you want to pop them into your classroom, your Google Classroom, you can do that by downloading them as images. Really easy and a great way to share all those summaries with everybody. It's nice to work on something together and then to share together, because I think it gives the students a little bit more ownership when it comes to their learning and making sure that they are creating quality work, quality summaries that are going to help other people as well. So you could do that as well with this template. Well, that is my 8-note summary. I hope that you might find it useful. As I said, I focused specifically just on 8 this time. You might go to 10, 12, but I just thought 8 was nice. It fit really nice on the page too, so that's why I chose 8. But it's a really great way to develop that summarization skill with our students, and we can start this from a very young age. We can work on it together before we move on to completing this individually. So that is the 8-note summary. Well, I hope you have learnt and discovered a few things that you could do with the 8-note summary with your students. And feel free to go and grab one from our website, Evolve EdTech. It's scrolling along the bottom of the page just there. You can go and have a look at our e-collection of templates. Okay, so just again, once more before I go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's my graphic. It's come up this time. It's come up, yes. So go and subscribe. Share it with your friends, your colleagues. I would love more people to join me on this journey as I go about sharing my love of EdTech with you. Thank you so much. And one last thing, you can get social with us and connect with us on social media. I do have a Facebook page. I do have Instagram. I am definitely going to work on becoming more active on Instagram, but I am big on Twitter, and please come and join me on Twitter. I love Twitter now. It is a great place to connect with so many people and from all over the world, which I love. So come and join us on those socials and become part of the Evolve EdTech family. Well, thank you for staying with me for 18 minutes. My name is Tristan. I am from Evolve EdTech. And we'll have more videos coming out in our Jamboard series, so stay tuned to learn more about these other amazing Jamboard templates that we have created, and I hope that you go and use and access in your classroom very soon. Until then, stay safe and be good, and share that love of technology with your students and colleagues. See you later.